I'm about a 1-hour drive from home. I can hardly believe it. It's been 5 weeks, over 6,000 miles, so many places, faces, feelings, and now I'm almost back where I started. The truth is, this almost didn't happen. Right up until a couple of days before I left, I wasn't 100% sure that I was going to go through with it. I had just started getting into a groove with my health journey, cleaner eating, managing stress, building a new routine, and I was afraid that leaving it home would throw it all off. And it did a little. The eating slipped. I didn't exercise as much as I had planned, and the road took more out of me physically than I had expected. But the stress management, that actually got a lot better for now. After the first couple of weeks of road anxiety, something shifted. I discovered new meditations, new thought patterns, new ways of grounding myself that I hadn't tapped into before. I started dismantling some of the old beliefs that have kept me stuck for so long. The ones that say I always have to be doing something, fixing something, achieving something. I'm bringing home a fresh outlook, a calmer nervous system. And that's not something I could have found if I had stayed home. I'm grateful that I had the means and the fortitude to take this trip because I needed it more than I realized. So now as I get close to home, I'm feeling both excitement and hesitation. I miss my bed, I miss my dog, my garden, my people, my kitchen, and my porch. But I'm also aware of how easy it is to fall back into old habits the minute we return to familiar surroundings. So I'm not going straight back to normal. When I get home, I think I'm going to park in the back driveway. Not because I'm hiding, but because I want to hold onto this space that I've carved out, this inner space, this peace, this clarity. I need time to transition, time to ease back in to life. I need to carry this version of me into the next chapter without losing her in the noise. I need to figure out how to hold on to this as I ease back into real life. This wasn't just a road trip. It was a reset. And now it's time to go home. Quietly, gently, kind of secretly. But before I pull into my driveway, I want to share a few final glimpses of the road that brought me here. So I wanted to tell you about my trip through Indiana. I felt compelled to drive through Indianapolis, right through the middle of town, and visit Monument Circle because the company that I just left in December has their home office here, and I felt like I had something to do here.
How can you do this?
Okay, I realize now that's the third Forrest Gump reference I've made this trip. I won't make any more, but if you've seen the movie, you know what I mean. All right, there were also a couple of places in West Virginia that I missed on the way out west because they were just a little too far off of my path. But this time I was determined to hit them on the way back. The first was Point Pleasant, West Virginia, directly over the Ohio River from Ohio. I crossed the bridge and I was in downtown Point Pleasant. So, back in 1966, people around here started reporting sightings of a strange winged creature with glowing red eyes. Those sightings continued for over a year until December 15th, 1967, when tragedy struck. The Silver Bridge, connecting Point Pleasant to Gallipolis, Ohio, suddenly collapsed during rush hour, killing 46 people. And many locals believe that the Mothman was the harbinger of that disaster. The 2002 film, The Mothman Prophecies, helped bring international attention to the story, but to the people of Point Pleasant, of course, is personal. Richard Gere starred in that movie, and I remember seeing it, and I've wanted to visit Point Pleasant ever since. I found the town quirky, but also a little depressing. It's clear that the weight of what happened still lingers here. Just a few blocks away is Two-Endy-Wee State Park. It was a pretty peaceful spot at the southern tip of town where the Ohio and the Kanawha rivers meet. And I hung out here for a bit. It's also a Civil War site. The Battle of Point Pleasant was fought here. It was a nice park. Nobody was there. It was a weekday, and I kind of hung out here for a few hours, and then I'm headed on through the mountains. Next stop, the breathtaking New River Gorge. This place is a national park now, and it's easy to see why. The New River is one of the oldest rivers on the continent, and it's carved out a dramatic canyon through the heart of West Virginia. The star of the show is the bridge, one of the longest single arch bridges in the world, the longest one in the Western Hemisphere. It is not just an engineering marvel, it's a symbol of connection, resilience, and wild Appalachian beauty. West Virginia, back in West Virginia, and I am again without a cell signal all day. Kind of amused and a little bit shocked at how much of West Virginia doesn't have any connectivity whatsoever. I'm talking about small towns, populated areas with a few hundred to a few thousand people living there, with post offices and gas stations and grocery stores, or at least the very least a Dollar General and maybe a diner, that don't have a cell signal. And out of everywhere I've been in this country, West Virginia is the least connected state I have been in. I have to say that I kind of like it when this happens. It's thundering. It's raining. And it's like it's after 5 o'clock. It's almost dinner time, and I don't really feel like driving anymore today, so I found myself in Lewisburg, West Virginia, which the sign says is the coolest small town in America. I don't know about that, but I did go downtown and it seemed pretty cool, and then it started raining. But I kind of like it when either it's raining and I want to just stay in one spot, or it's the evening and I'm ready to just kind of settle in and I find a nice spot where I know nobody's going to bother me. I'm going to sit in here with my laptop, and I'm just like in my van with the window covers up, except I have the front curtains open for light and nobody can see me, and I'm just going to sit in here and use the signal that I have right now to get some work done on my laptop. And I've got some food in here in the cooler, and I just like to I feel like I'm hiding, but in plain sight, and I'm warm and cozy and dry, and it's kind of fun when I'm kind of hiding out in my van like this. Bubba. Ow, you're hurting me. Sit.